All right, welcome back to the homestead. I'm out here watering the sheep this morning. Did you get up this morning and try to get up with the sun and watch it rise a little bit? That little peak of sun is all we got for today, and almost every day since they spray the skies all the time. But we have a little storm moving in. And I'm out here watering the sheep right now and spending time in nature with the noises and the sounds. And I'll just share some of that with you guys, my morning routine here on the homestead. By the way, that water is 100% rainwater, gravity fed, right out of that spigot there that I collect from that barn over there. Just in case you're new around here. Just looked over here at my gate. Looks like they were rubbing up against it and knocked it off. I had to screw the bottom peg back in, so now I'm going to pick that up and chain it up against the fence there so they can't knock it down again. Come on now. Hard to believe that they actually tell you that they're blotting out the sun, and they actually do it. What I'm using here is some baling wire. Hey, watch out, Elsa. What I'm using, that's one of my other sheep. She's down here checking out the stand here. But this is what I'm using, just some baling wire right here. And you just want to keep that tied up against there. I don't want to put it back on there because they got free range out to the pasture out here. So I'm just going to tie it up there so they can't get it down on the ground anymore. One of my bottle fed ewes right there. She's very checking it all out. Hello girls, good morning. I know, good morning. Always got to check out the new stuff. Molly's a sleepy girl. She was out all night chasing off all the critters so they wouldn't get us no more. I'll tell you about that in a second. Apple trees are loaded down. Gonna have to wash them extra good once they get ready to eat though, huh? Here's our medicinal elderberry patch. Elderberries are a great source of health and wealth. And we keep that by the chicken coops because it actually helps with coccidiosis and avian flu and all this kind of nonsense. It's called elderberry. You might want to look it up. There's two different types. There's the North American elderberry and there's the European elderberry. If you live in North America, you have the North American elderberry. All right, so don't email me and ask me what you got if you live in North America. If you live in Europe, you have the European elderberry. All right. Now let's get these chicken coops opened up. Oh, see what I mean? Nobody in there but one rooster, one chicken, and two turkeys. One rooster, one chicken, and two turkeys. See what we got over here. Sounds like more turkeys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, while I've been busy trying to, keep you guys in the loop on what's going on and how Trump and Kennedy Jr. and everybody are still marching forward with the big plan, I lost a bunch of my chickens to a fox. Man, it was crazy. 17 years of living off grid here at the homestead. We've had a really good run with no serious pressure on our birds like that. And the other night, on a Wednesday night, I was doing the university with Stacy, university.offgridwithdouganstacy.com, where we talk about a lot of things that you can on regular social media. And we also teach you guys real in depth on how to do stuff. But I was watching with her on the university. She was doing, I think, yogurt or cottage cheese or something. And I just caught that thing out of my eyes, 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock at night. It just rolled down the fence line and then just kind of parallel hopped right through the fence. It was the craziest thing. So I grabbed my rifle and I went after it, but put off one shot, just missed it, and then the second one got jammed in there, right? So Miley's been out here trying to keep the pressure down overnight. We got a couple raccoons and possums and stuff too, but that main thing is that fox. Once they find out that this is the food zone, they are gonna pick you dry. I mean, he ate 3 turkeys that were sitting on nests. They had their own eggs going and nesting and everything. Ate all the guinea eggs because they like to pile their eggs up and sit on them. Wiped out some guineas as well, okay? Took out all of our chickens. It happens pretty fast, all right? So they got young that they're raising up right now, so they like to move around. And if you see them during the daytime and stuff, that's because they're feeding their young. I'm gonna go in here and show you guys around the garden real quick, and I wanna show you, I wanna explain something to you. There's our potatoes, doing pretty good. Broccoli. The onions, one of the beds. And you don't want to keep dirt around your onions as they're growing. Take the dirt away from the bulb, and they'll get bigger and bigger. Cabbage. Again, we're collecting rainwater off of a roof, and then we're using that water for all of our needs. No bills. Our chores are pretty easy going in the morning, and we just water the sheep because they're on pasture now, and the chickens just do their own thing, and those feeders in there are plenty to keep their food going for a couple days, and then we just water them in the mornings or afternoons whenever they need water. They had water right now, so it wasn't no big deal. We've got a bunch of rain moving in today. I want to just say that one of the reasons why I quit showing you guys around the homestead too, that I just had this thing like, maybe you're not as prepared. And then I would just be rubbing this in your face, and that's never my goal or anything, right? I just want to show you guys what's possible and what we've accomplished in our 17 years of living off grid like the Amish. We're 90% food independent, like we grow our own food, we raise our own meat, we have bees for honey, for sweetener, we have fruit trees like I showed you, and apples and pears and plums. I didn't show you those too, but those are doing really good too. One of the first things you want to do if you buy a place is put in your fruit trees. They take 4 to 6 years to even come online, okay? So that's one of the things you got to do right off the bat, and then start adding to them a little more. We have grapes and grapevines over here. Hold on, I'm going to show you that for all you guys that have been around here for a long time, and you remember putting up the arbor and putting the grapes in there, and you always wondered whatever happened with that project. It actually turned out bad because the chickens got to it. But I'll show you what we did. We transplanted them over here, and this is what they look like now. Looking pretty good. And they're just hanging on to this fence right here and putting out the grapes. Also, we use the grape leaves as well. Well, that's just it. A quick look around the homestead. I just showed you guys a little bit of the chores that I'm doing here. Hold on a second. Got to keep those cats out of your garden. We got a bunch of netting in here too, which, man, you got to watch that stuff. Well, it's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you. You got to just do the best you can, and then just, you know, rely on history too. Like, you know, when you look at history and you see how there's been disruptions and wars and everything, that people did survive, but you had to have some skills. So if you're finding yourself right now 100% reliable on the system, then you're going to be one of the ones that is definitely going to have a hard time. So if I was you, while you have time right now, okay, to learn and to move forward, even if it's just growing a little food in your backyard or whatever it is, that you learn and do that now. Otherwise, they're going to have complete control over you 100%. 100%. Even if you can't grow your own food, maybe you should invest in buying a little extra every week. Maybe skip that going out to dinner stuff and start building up your preps in your pantry, okay? And try to get the best food you can for that, because that's going to sustain you when everyone else is in a bad way. All right? The big turkeys just did their rounds with the Miss Turkey, and she went back in and laid on her eggs. Molly's still looking around, making sure everything's good to go. We got our 2 seconds worth of sun. That's another reason why you have to get up here and get that thing first thing in the morning, because it seems like almost every day now it rises up right above that horizon and everything, and then it's gone. Okay? Phew. All right, I got a bunch of stuff to do around here today, and more videos coming on the daily. I'm going to be showing you guys around and helping you along the way and answering your questions down in the comments section. And please, if you're unsubscribed from the channel, which a lot of people have been, make sure you're subscribed and that you're getting notifications, and we're going to get this party started. All right? Have a great day. All right? And remember, the most capable hand is at the end of your wrist.